Elevation Outdoors has been serving youth who face barriers to access in the central Okanagan for more than 15 years.
I got involved last April, and then I jumped in the hiking program, or should I say stepped in, I'm sorry. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It kind of got me back into the exercising motive. I found myself hiking and climbing trees again, which was nice. I knew what I was capable of, and still finding out, but I know I'm capable of a lot more than I used to think I was. They showed me that not every day was a party. They showed me healthy and sober fun, which I clung on to, and it kind of saved me, I guess.
As Elevation Outdoors explored how best to serve our community, it became apparent that we needed to diversify our revenue streams to reduce our reliance on grant-based funding and add reliable sources of income to make our model more sustainable. In the past 5+ years I've been a part of the team at Elevation, we've been able to grow to meet the needs of the youth from our community by adding additional programs and opportunities. And we've been able to sustain this growth in several ways. We started a social enterprise in partnership with another charity in town, Chris Adaptive Adventures, where we rent out all sorts of bikes, including adaptive bikes, to the community. We also developed a broader range of summer camp options through collaboration with Big White, and we embraced developing contract programs that are aligned with our mission while helping us earn some stable revenue.
You have to look that way and you have to look this way.
In all the avenues we've explored, we've always strived to ensure that we remain true to our mission, and these new opportunities have allowed us to increase our impact in the community.
I think the biggest impact that it had on me was just really showing me other options that I didn't genuinely think would have been offered to me beforehand, especially with the type of person that I was, the way that my life was going. I didn't really care about a lot of things. I had actually been referred to the Learn to Shred program by my probation officer, so I had been getting into like fights and stuff like that, which was really just a way that I was very angry. And I think Learn to Shred and Leaders in Action, just Elevation in general, has really helped me with finding new outlets that have helped me get more in touch to the person I want to be, rather than someone that, feels like I have to do all these different things to make sure the people around me like me.
Elevation Outdoors has had great success with our Leaders in Action program. Leaders in Action is a 10-month-long leadership development program that creates opportunities for our participants to gain confidence and build skills that will allow them to become leaders at work, with their peers, and in the community. Young leaders in the program have a chance to mentor the youth in our other core programs to help them build skills and share their knowledge with their peers. Since the program's inception, we've had 3 graduates become staff, which in turn helps ensure these opportunities will be there for the next generation following in their footsteps.
After Learn to Shred, they reached out to me because that was the first program I did, but they reached out to me to ask me to join the Leaders in Action program, which I thought was really, really interesting. Basically, with the Leaders in Action program, we got to do mountain biking, rock climbing, hiking, which was really, really cool. And they also gave us some opportunities to volunteer and job shadow, which was really awesome for me because I want to be a youth worker hopefully at some point. And so being able to speak with people who do have degrees in social work was just really important to get that perspective that I didn't have prior into that field. Being a youth who has been with youth workers before, it's completely different.
The need for our services far outweighs the scope of what we can currently offer. We've seen our waitlist numbers increasing each year over the past 3 years as more families in our community face challenges. Elevation Outdoors needs money, reliable money, consistently every year to help us grow to meet the increasing need for our programs. That's why we started an organization that many of you have seen but may not have realized is a social enterprise under the Elevation Outdoors umbrella, Kelowna Bike Rentals.
They face some real barriers to getting into the workforce, and so it really is just like an opportunity for them to come in a safe environment and start to build those skills.
Since its inception in 2021, we've rented thousands of bikes and generated a steady revenue stream to keep us operating. Thinking along the same lines, we also took over the local delivery of the Everyone Rides Grades 4 and 5 program for elementary school students. This is a great program that teaches bike safety education and builds on bike skills and confidence while pushing towards Elevation Outdoors' goal of becoming more financially independent and sustainable. A common thread in all of our efforts to develop our sustainability is that these programs don't just provide a positive return for Elevation, but they also help us break down barriers to getting more and more people outside and active. When you factor in the number of students coming through the Everyone Rides program at no cost to families or the school, as well as the number of people getting outside on the bikes they rent from us, we are now helping thousands of people spend more time outdoors each year.
For me, is suffering with like anxiety and depression and just trying to find a place that I fit in, as well as struggling with drinking. Elevation just kind of helped build that sense of community that a lot of people are looking for, especially when they're entering middle school and high school. It just helps so much to take that pressure off, because you're finding people who have either gone through the same things that you have and understand it, or people who don't understand it but still want to be around you.
If I were talking to a donor or donors right now, I would say thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. You guys are, I know it's just like probably just like a check or whatever to you guys, but it's not. You put in place the funds to make these programs possible for children that probably don't have the advantage at that point. But you're giving a lot of opportunity to people, and thank you.
I'm living proof that it does work and that how important that these programs are within our community.